no longer exist.
However, there is a spot in Longwood where you can get a feel for life around the turn of the century. Tonight we're at the Bradlee-MacIntyre home. It was built in 1885. This was the winter cottage of a wealthy Boston architect named Nathaniel Bradlee. And today it's the only surviving Victorian cottage of its type in Orange and Seminole counties. The home has 13 rooms, restored and furnished by members of the Central Florida Society for Historic Preservation.
The Society actually saved this house from being destroyed. It was originally located on 436 and Maitland Avenue in Altamont Springs. To make way for progress, the fire department was going to use the home for burning practice. The Bradlee-MacIntyre House was moved to Longwood in 1973. It's open to the public the second and fourth Wednesdays of each month for a $1 donation.
An elderly landlady is suspected of being a mass murderer. A crazed loner goes berserk and shoots up a schoolyard. A suave killer is finally executed. All stories that held the public fascination, all dramatic and all true.
It's said that truth is stranger than fiction, but it's also more interesting and some say more profitable. Tonight we're going to look at the business of selling real-life tragedy to become entertainment for the masses.
The bizarre and
stay in business, the networks have to give the viewers what they want.
The state of Florida has a law that limits the amount of money a convicted felon can make off of telling their story.
Recently, that law was tested in court in Fort Lauderdale. Teresa Jackson was convicted of instigating her daughter's suicide. She had forced her daughter to work as a stripper.
The state said that Jackson will be able to keep some of the profits, but the state is also going to get around $35,000.
When we come back,
in 1985, critics and fans alike called it a breath of fresh air, fast, funny, and irreverent. But by the end of last season, Moonlighting was in shambles.
Now Moonlighting is in reruns again, preparing for what could be its last batch of shows. And the fans are asking the question, how could something so right go so wrong? Involved with Moonlighting, even before he left the show, Glenn Gordon-Caron was already working on a career as a movie director.
And with films like Die Hard and now Chances Are, I don't think Sybil and Bruce are going to be hurting either.
When we come back, it's Christmas all year round here at the Bradlee-MacIntyre home.
Up in Buffalo, the #1.
One of the most popular rooms for visitors to the Bradlee-MacIntyre home is the Christmas room.
In Victorian times, this was the ladies' parlor. One year, it was decorated for Christmas, and the visitors to the house decided they liked the way it looked so much that it was left like this year-round.
Here's what's on PM Magazine tomorrow night. The pressure, the egos, the temptations.
Thanks for joining us tonight in Longwood.
We'll see you tomorrow night at 7.
Good night.
Beth and Bob's Wardrobe, supplied by Jacobson's of Longwood and Winter Park.